Now, since I was making this one video, well, that one, the other one, if you saw that one, which you probably won't have because it's only just been uploaded. It's only just been recorded, in fact. Fresh from the mind. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, no smoking adverts. Stop telling me to stop smoking. The latest one is shit. Stay there, you bastard. Anyway, the latest advert I've seen is a load of kids singing a song from Oliver Twist, and can't remember the exact quote at the end, but it was something along the lines of "If you won't smoke, stop smoking for yourself. Stop smoking for the kids," because that's what everything's about, isn't it? You got to think about the kids all the time, and if everything you do, you go out and buy a bottle of alcohol, you got to think about the kids. You go out and buy a box of fags, and you've got to worry about the kids. Somebody's always there to say, "What about the kids?" Fucking thing. And it's just pissing me off. Stop telling people what to do and what not to do with their bodies. Now, yes, okay, smoking, as we all know by now, is very bad for you. It causes multiple different kinds of cancer, and also there's secondhand smoke. But the thing is that if you don't want to be around, if you don't want to get damage to your body from secondhand smoke, don't complain and tell them to stop smoking. Just don't stand next to somebody when they're smoking. Did nobody ever think of that one? I mean, obviously you can't apply that to alcohol. You drink a bottle of vodka and then get in a car and drive. Those people can't. Well, if you get run over by somebody who's been driving and you survive, there could be no defence to say, well, you shouldn't be on the road with a man who was drinking. But with smoking, you know, you can avoid it. Let's be honest. In pubs, at one point, in some pubs, when the smoking ban was not in place, you had a smoking room and a non-smoking room. Not in all pubs, but in some. Now, it stands to reason that if you're sitting in the non-smoking room, which is separated by a wall and a door from the smoking room, you cannot inhale someone else's smoke and therefore get cancer through secondhand smoke. So, and I mean, I was watching Billy Connolly, what's his name? Yeah, and he said he was in a bar where they happened to have a smoking and a non-smoking room, and he was smoking in the smoking room, and a woman came over to him and asked him to put it out because her friend, who was sitting opposite him, didn't was coughing because of the smoke, and he said, "There's a no smoking room next door. Why don't you go and sit in there?" Of all the seats and in the non-smoking room, you had to sit 6 foot away from a smoker in the smoker's room. These people cannot dare tell me to put out my cigarette because they are choosing to sit where I am smoking when there is a perfectly good non-smoking room somewhere else. Now, I haven't had this problem because the smoking ban's been in place since I've started smoking. But, it's ridiculous. And as for the kids, fuck the kids. I don't care. According to all you anti-smoking fundamentalists, because that's what you are, you're fanatics. According to you, smokers are the most selfish people in the world. So why would if we're not going to stop smoking for our own safety, why would we stop smoking for anybody else's? if we're that selfish. But it's the same with everything. Everything that you try and campaign against, there's always a contradiction within it. Look at religion, for example. So many contradictions within it, but they just when you pull them up on it, they say, "Oh well, that bit doesn't matter." Or we've changed now. That was the Old Testament. That was our old campaign. Now we realise that you're not selfish and that we want you to stop smoking to protect the future generations. Fuck off and let me have a cigarette in peace. I'm going for a smoke.